guys, what's up? It's Hope, and I'm here to bring you my week 55 post-op VSG update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on July 1st, 2013 in Beaumont, Texas at Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital with Dr. Jerome Schraps as my surgeon. And it has been 55 weeks ago that I had surgery, and I seriously cannot believe it's been that long. I am a little over a year post-op and doing great, really loving life. Haven't really had any issues going on lately. This video is going to be pretty short. Sorry I've been giving y'all a bunch of short videos lately, but so much is going on in my personal life and with work and my new job, and I've just been going crazy full throttle for the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to just make sure and touch base and report on the numbers, and then report a little bit on an appointment I had with my OBGYN for time to start trying to have a baby kind of update. So anyway, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that from the very beginning, my #1 goal was to hopefully be able to get pregnant post VSG. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I've struggled with it for a very long time, since I was about 16 years old. And you know, I did a lot of research pre-op, and you know, there's a very high percentage of women who have PCOS and have weight loss surgery and lose a bunch of weight that their PCOS completely goes away. It's about 86%. That's a huge number of women who after they have weight loss surgery, they lose a bunch of weight, get healthy, really follow a really healthy lifestyle, and their PCOS completely disappears, and they're able to get pregnant with no problem. Unfortunately, it looks as though that I have fallen into the very small percentage of women who have polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS and have weight loss surgery and lose a ton of weight and get healthy and really live a really healthy lifestyle and still suffer from PCOS. How do I feel about that? I was really frustrated at first, I'm not gonna lie. You know, that's been my goal from the very beginning, is to have weight loss surgery, get healthy, become the very best me possible, and then get pregnant. I've dreamed of being a mom since I was a little girl, and I really felt like that, you know, this was going to be it. This was going to be our time. And unfortunately, that is not what's happening right now, and that's okay. With everything that's happened in my life, I've definitely learned just to roll with the punches, and you find that, you know, no matter what happens, no matter what you go through in life, that you just keep pulling through, just keep pushing on, just don't give up. And so I talked about in my PCOS update probably about a month ago, I can't remember how long it's been, that I would be seeing my new OBGYN for just an update on how I'm doing, because my normal I guess gynecologist is really a nurse practitioner. She doesn't deal with, you know, once you get pregnant, she doesn't deal with, you know, the OB part of gynecology. So she referred me to someone else in her office, and so I'm still seeing the same people. It's still the same place, which I'm really comfortable with. I've been going to them for a very long time. It's just a new doctor, and my husband and I met with her on Tuesday of this week. And it went really well. She's really optimistic. You know, she was really excited about the weight loss and how I've been doing. And so we really just wanted to have a sit down with her to kind of go over the last year. Now that I'm a year post-op, my surgeon's recommendation is that you wait a year post-op to start trying for a baby. And so I'm a little over a year now, and you know, I wanted to kind of see what my options were. Now that, you know, I know for sure that my PCOS is still here. It is not something that I was cured from with weight loss surgery. I know that because post-op, I still struggle with irregular cycles. I have only had one cycle since my surgery, so one cycle in a year that was not induced with medicine. That's how I typically have a cycle, is if I am on some sort of medicine that induces a cycle for me. My nurse practitioner was really hoping that after weight loss surgery and after losing the weight, that my periods would just come on their own, and we would be able to, you know, look at our ovulation, track that, be able to see when we can get pregnant. But that has not been the case for me. I am still having to take medicine that induces my cycles. It's not regular. It's not like it needs to be. And so I went into the appointment really anxious, really nervous, really scared. I wasn't really sure what she was going to tell me. And so she was incredible. From the very beginning, you know, she just offered a ton of advice, a ton of hope. You know, she said, just don't give up. We have a plan. Let's follow our plan. Her number one question to me, though, was that was her first question, was, how is the weight loss going? Are you at a weight right now where you're really able to maintain? And over the last month or so, I've stayed around 189, 190. And that's something, I mean, the weight I'm comfortable at. I feel healthy. I feel great. It's a weight that I feel like I could definitely maintain. It's also a weight that I'm not really concerned about as far as, you know, getting pregnant. I feel like it's a healthy weight. I'm going to be able to really look at, you know, staying healthy and being able to have maintain a healthy pregnancy. And, you know, that's something that she was just really concerned about. So she was happy to hear about that. And that I'm able to eat, you know, a good amount of calories every day, around 1,100, 1,200 calories a day. I'm able to just get in as much, you know, food as I can during the day, and then I follow a healthy diet, and then I'm really taking care of myself. So she was really excited to hear all of that. So our plan, here's our plan. We are officially in baby making mode, which I'm really excited about. I will take the medicine that I typically take in order to induce my period. Going to do that, start that immediately. On day 5 through 9 of my period, I'm going to take Clomid, which is a fertility drug, Clomid. You might have heard of it. It's really popular. Going to be taking Clomid for days 5 through 9, and then after my cycle ends, to start tracking my ovulation. Hopefully during that point, we're able to get a positive ovulation test and be able to verify that I am ovulating, and then of course me and my husband can just try as much as we can. And then she said on day 21, if I'm not had a cycle, or if I'm still on the day 21 of the next month, if I still have not had a cycle, just make sure and take a pregnancy test. And if I still am not pregnant, she wants me to come in and do lab work and really make sure my levels are where they need to be. If I'm still not pregnant within 3 to 4 months of doing this, then she wants me to come in to make sure there's no blockages, make sure that everything is flowing like it needs to be as far as my fallopian tubes go, and then maybe introduce some sort of medicine like metformin to battle the insulin resistance that comes with PCOS. So I know this is a lot to take in, but I'm just really trying to document the very beginning stages of this, what's going to be this journey for us. So she did want my husband to go ahead and get checked out too, just to make sure there's no issues with him. So he's going to do that within the next couple of weeks. And so really just trying to focus on the possibility of us getting pregnant, that there is hope for us. You know, I just try not to think about the fact that I went through everything that I've went through over the last year as far as weight loss surgery goes, and we're still having to take fertility medicine to try and get pregnant. But I'm not going to take for granted the fact that I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my whole life, and that is something that this surgery has given me, that my tool has given me, that I'm able to, you know, live a healthy lifestyle, live a life that I've never been able to have before. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm just trying to keep a grateful heart and a grateful mind. And I'm just praying and hoping that moving forward that, you know, we're able to get pregnant and we don't have, you know, too many more complications in this journey of, you know, trying to get pregnant. So there we are. That's where we are right now. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping and praying that it happens in the very beginning. I know these things typically take a long time, so I'm just trying to be patient, trying to, you know, keep the faith and just pray and hope that, you know, we are able to get pregnant and that God blesses us with a baby. So that's where we are. I'm going to end this video with the numbers. My highest weight ever recorded was 330 pounds. On the day of surgery, July 1st, 2013, I was 306 pounds. Last week and the week before that, and I think the week before that, I was 189, and this week I'm 189 also. So I am maintaining a weight of 189. I'm not really bummed that I haven't got to the goal of 185 yet, because honestly I just feel really great. I feel healthy, I feel amazing, I feel awesome. So I'm just trying to just take it one day at a time. starting this new journey of getting pregnant, and hopefully be able to document that part of my journey post weight loss surgery with PCOS, trying to get pregnant. So hopefully these videos will, inspire other people, be able to look at my journey, and, a year from now, if we have a baby, and if, everything happens like we hope and pray it does, hopefully that'll give people hope out there. Women who are in my safe situation, who, dream of being a mom and do everything they can to possibly be healthy and get their life back, and, still have to try and still have to look at other options and just not give up. And I think that's really something that is going to be something that I really hold on to. Just don't give up. Keep trying. If you're, and you're the beginning stages of your journey, whether that be weight loss surgery or trying to get pregnant, I'm hoping and praying that, I just keep the faith, and that I'm sure there'll be moments along the way that I get discouraged, that I get sad, that I get frustrated, that I'm really trying to just make sure that I keep that grateful heart that I've had from the very beginning of